Hey guys, Northstorm here, and welcome to an episode. Well, it's a kind of an update of Ark. Before we get into it, thanks very much for all your likes, comments, and for everyone that's subscribed. It means so much. I'm getting a lot closer to that 500 a lot quicker than what I'd imagined. It's really, really amazing to see everybody joining the channel and want to be part of a community, so it's really great. So step right into it. So this is going to be just as you can see, this is me and Anubis in just doing a kind of a cave raid, just going through the cave. So this video is going to be about upcoming features in Ark, and we'll go through some of the features that are coming out. So item wise, for upcoming, now these won't be coming out in the next patches. There'll be patches that'll be coming out over time, but this is what they're basically wanting on or to be brought out in the game. Whether or not all of them will make it in the game, that I don't know, but I'll give you an idea of what they've got in store. So one, you'll be looking at gaslight lanterns. So you'll be able to have lanterns rather than torches, actual lanterns that you can walk about with. They're also going to be looking at implementing or updating indoor lighting so that it's a lot more, it's not as harsh as what the lighting we've got just now. They're looking to do some kind of light tier between the standard torch and lampposts. They're looking at implementing a flashlight. They're also looking at a reinforced stone box. So I'm not too sure if that's just going to be like a storage box or this is going to be a reinforced one. That I'm not sure. They're also looking at hitchings post and leashes, so that basically you can lash your dino to a post. I don't know if that will take off. It would be a nice thing to maybe see, but I think I'm not too sure. There'll be a tech tier, and they're looking to implement teleporters. I think, for me personally, I don't think they should have them in the game, but that's what they're adding in. Surveillance equipment. There's already a few mods like that out where you can record remote cameras and things like that, so they're looking at surveillance equipment. They're also looking at shield generators. They'll be looking at cloaking device. There'll be a new resource for the tech tier called Element. The new resources, fish and prime fish, that will be coming out very soon. There'll be wall banners and flags that you can hang from the wall. So that's the kind of items that they're looking at bringing out in the next coming up patches. As for tools, they're looking at carryable flags. Now, I'd imagine this will be like the kind of flags you would get on, I'd imagine like samurai warriors would be like a pole sticking out their back with a short flag, that type of thing. So there'll be carryable flags. They're looking at night vision, which, yeah, I mean, it wouldn't be too bad. Heat vision, I think, would be a really good one. There'll be a fuel gauge, and also looking at remote control to open doors. Now, it'd be good if this remote control could be a slot in your inventory that you could attach that would basically run off your implant, so that you don't need to carry anything really. As soon as you get near the door, it opens. That'd be quite cool. They're looking at a war horn, obviously for when you're going into battle. I mean, the drums are good, but you need to basically place them on a platform saddle to be ridden into battle, which is good. But a war horn means hopefully that you could do it anywhere. And an electric keyboard. I don't know where the idea of an electric keyboard came about, but it'd still be good to maybe get a wee band going with the drums, the war horn, and the electric keyboard. So that's quite good as well. So that's the tools that they've kind of said they're looking to upgrade or bring out in the upcoming patches. So let's have a wee look at weapons. So they're looking at making an equipment slot for the characters, and this slot will be for glasses and hats, etc., so that you can customize your character more. And I think that's something that everybody wants to do. Everybody wants to be their own individual self, but at the moment it's just basically you look like everybody else in the game, and do you know what I mean? So that'd be really good to see. What else are they looking at? They're looking at bringing out some knives. They're talking about battering rams, trebuchets, and other siege tools that you can use to basically lay siege on a base, which sounds really good. They're talking about medieval cannons, which I think would come under the kind of trebuchet and the siege tools. Coloured smoke grenades, I can see them coming in really handy, especially for creators like myself. For YouTube videos, you could set off different smoke grenades. They're looking at bringing out electric stun arrows, which is that sounds quite neat actually. Tech tier, they're looking at bringing out a plasma rifle and plasma sabers. So that'll be interesting to see what these actually are. They're also said that they're looking to bring out fire arrows, which would be really good. I think fire arrows will only have a real impact if you can actually fire them at, say, a straw hut and set it alight, or if you can fire it at a wood hut and set it alight as well. I mean, that's when the fire arrows will really come into its own. Other than that, it would be really good to see 20 people firing arrows at night at a base and just seeing that the fire arrows shoot overhead. That'd be amazing to see. So on to armor and clothing. This is something that everybody can, like I said, you want to design and be different from everybody else. So they're looking to do dinosaur armor, which will be really good to see. They're also talking about some sort of force field. They haven't been specific on what type, if it'll be around the base or what that'll be, or if it'll be for like a dino pen. I'm not sure. So for structures, they're looking to create a ceiling gate, so that basically when you fly in, you can just fly into the ceiling, which I can understand why. If you've got a mountain that flies, it makes more sense. They're also talking at creating half walls. So I don't know how that's going to be. And they're also looking at building a chemistry table. Now, the one thing that they haven't added in here is I definitely think they need to look at creating diagonal walls or half moon, half circle walls. Doing something like that will drastically change the architecture of the game. It really would, and it's something that I think they need to look at big time, along with several different types of stairs. And that, because that's the biggest thing that people like to do, is build their bases. I think they're missing out on that part, but you never know, they can change at any time. As for vehicles, they're looking at a speedboat and other high tier water transportation devices for the game, which I'm not too sure about a speedboat. I think maybe adding in, say, like when you've got the raft, I think if you added in, say, a dinghy or a rowboat, maybe even some sort of kind of raft that looks like a boat, do you know what I mean? A kind of a proper kind of a sloop type of idea, then I think that would work really well. But a speedboat, it doesn't really much point. I mean, the raft's fast enough to get you around where you need. It just needs more aesthetics to make it look better. So we're on to the environment next, and as for the environment, they're looking at geography-specific plants. They're looking at runes, so there'll be kind of set runes throughout the map, and more seeds, and making seeds only appear in certain biomes, which is a good idea. As for the map, they're looking at Oceanic Isles Arc. It's basically estimated to be out early 2016. They're already talking about more caves, boss arenas, and ascension goals. And there'll also be a sea cave dungeon, and it's estimated to be early 2016 as well. So look out for that. That should be coming very, very soon. As for the weather in the game, They're talking about you'll have different weather cycles, and you'll have hail, thunderstorms, and other weather cycles. Also, with it, the water or the sea, they're looking to depend on if there's thunderstorms, they'll have rough sea and make it that wee bit rougher, which is a really nice touch to the game. So now on to game mechanics. So they're looking to build a sci-fi tech tier, which will have advanced structures, technology, and weapons, which will really increase that level up from starting off from having a stone axe to a plasma rifle. So that looks pretty cool. It'll be good to see how they implement that. They're looking to build vacuum sealed underwater bases, and it's certainly a part of the game that basically I'd say most of us haven't really spent in, is because you can't really do much under once you're in the water. But if you could build a base, that means, I mean, you'll end up with bases all over the map, water, mountains. Can't wait for that. That'll be really good. Tribe leveling. So obviously, if you're in a tribe, the more you do, the more you help out the tribe, the more levels you go up in the tribe, which is, I think, is a really good idea. It's sort of like what they did in WoW, where you can find out who's kind of doing the most in the tribe and who you can make as a lieutenant of the tribe and all that kind of stuff. So that's a good idea. I like that. There will be an ability for the server admins to select which animals are tameable on the server, which isn't too bad. I like that idea as well. It gives a wee bit more to the server admins if you've got your own server. They're talking about that you'll be able to get diseases in the game, which will be really good. Localized injuries like bleeding, you'll need to use bandages for it. If it's really hot, you'll end up getting heat stroke, and with that, you'll get hallucinations, which will really add more kind of just make it more real and more dangerous, I think, to be out in the heat. And so I mean, I can't wait to see when they add all this in, like hail, thunderstorms, getting heat stroke. They're also talking about dino migration, and I think that is something that will really change the game. If you've got a herd of trike and you need to go for a trike, and then you go to the same location and they're gone, it's because they've migrated to the next area, which will really change the map for all dinos. You're also looking at, you'll be able to hold your breath whilst in the scope function, so that you can basically get a better aimed shot. Yeah, I mean, I think that's just going to be a bit too far. It's not a first person shooter, or I mean, PvP gun. It's more of a survival game. But if they want to add that in, that'll be fine. You'll be looking at breeding for sea-based creatures, which is really good. You'd be able to breed your itchies and your megalodons and things like that, so that's quite interesting. You'll be able to craft from remote inventories. So if you're using resources of a storage box, that's directly instead of transferring them first, which is a really good idea. I'd like to see that implemented. So the next thing they're talking about is behaviour of the game, and they're talking about carnivores will be more active at dusk and dawn. Affixed to Petrodon's spazzy nature. That's what they've got written down here. Advanced dinosaur AI, it's something that they definitely need. A sleep mode for dinosaurs, that'll be interesting. Dinosaurs will have senses, so they'll be able to sense if there's danger or if there's somebody nearby. That'll make it even more interesting. Weaponizing fire makes dinosaurs scared of it, which I can understand. Let us see what else there is. The Carbonems will have the ability to will be able to retract into their shell, which I can't wait to see. That will be so good. There'll be a possibility of a sibling boost. There'll be an alarm trap, can cycle aggression on nearby dinos. Vertical water leaps on some creatures. and they're looking to build a icon alpha boosted creatures. So the scope for some of this, they're looking to add roaring features for all dinos. So all of them will have their own distinctive roars, their own kind of cries. I can't wait to see that. Petting dinos and other creatures that you, once you've tamed them, or even without them, you can pet them. There is talk of one dino where that's what you've got to do is spend time with them. They're looking to be able to feed pets by hand. Some dinos are looking to have dino nests. I suppose like the Argies, which would be really cool. You could fly up, see a nest. Whether or not there's going to be a baby in there, can you take it? Is there any eggs? Can you take them? So that adds a lot of different features to it as well. There'll be a respect spawn where your dinos will respect you. I think that might go for other players as well, I'm not sure. And they're also looking at an advanced whistling system with dino grouping for different whistle orders, which will be really cool as well. They're looking to add some appearances, more customization to the player characters, different hairstyles, different faces, basically kind of maybe tattoos and things like that. They're going to be adding footprints, so that after say 40 paces your footprints will disappear, but it's so that you can track other players. They're looking to add a sleeping animation for all players, and there will be a different sound for walking on different surfaces. So if you walk on metal, it'll maybe make a chink sound. If you walk on sand, it'll be a lot quieter. If you walk on wood, it might be a clunking sound, that sort of thing. So that's basically the update just now. There will be I'm going to be doing another video on the dino dossiers. There's about 30 or 40 new dinos that are due to come out, but there's no point. I'll go over that in another video. Like I said, they're going to be adding these on updates coming out in the next 3 or 4 patches, I'd imagine, big patches. But that's just some of the stuff that they're talking about that should be coming up in upcoming features and updates. So I hope you're excited for them. And just when you think that the game's maybe taking its time, that they add all this kind of stuff, and I can't wait to do features on it. I really can't. So thanks very much, guys, for all your like and support. Like I said at the start, don't forget to smack that subscribe button down below. It really does mean a lot. It means that I can, not that I can keep bringing out, I will be bringing out content anyway, but it just means that you are enjoying it, and basically I should still do it. I'll be bringing out more mod videos, more ARC videos. I'll be bringing out the dossier video. So please smack that subscribe button, and I'll catch you guys in another episode. Alright, everybody take care, and I'll see you later. Thanks. Bye bye. Come on, Alpha Carno. Oh really? Is that what you've got? Is that all you've got? Come on. That's it. Come on, you're going to die. You're bleeding already. You're nothing. We've got to defend Chaos Shamans. There we go.